Civil war has ravaged Cybertron, homeworld to the Transformers, for millions of years. Megatron, leader of the Decepticons, recently discovered an ancient power that will give him the edge to win over the hated Autobots. Called Dark Energon, this power remains locked away in an orbital station under the protection of a Sky Commander named Starscream. Anxious to prove themselves worthy of the Decepticon name, Starscream and his minions fly to Cybertron. There, they must reconnect the Energon bridge that will enable Megatron to manufacture more Dark Energon and conquer the Autobots once and for all. Hungry for more power, Megatron plans to corrupt the very core of Cybertron itself with Dark Energon. But to do so, he must first find the Omega Key, which will unlock the gateway to the core. Megatron launches a full-scale assault on Iacon, capital city of the Autobots, where the key is protected by Zeta Prime, leader of the Autobots. Zeta Prime is conquered, but the device Megatron believed to be the Omega Key simply activated the key, Omega Supreme. Megatron quickly discovers he can use the device to track Omega Supreme and races above the skies of Iacon in pursuit of his quarry. The great Omega Supreme is vulnerable. Megatron and his Decepticons must press their attack if they hope to overcome the Guardian of Iacon and force him to unlock the gateway to Cybertron's core. Omega Supreme has fallen, corrupted by the influence of Dark Energon. Triumphant, Megatron forces the Guardian to open the Omega Gate and lead the Decepticons to the core of Cybertron itself. Iacon, the capital city of the Autobots, is crumbling under the onslaught of Megatron and his Decepticons. Rumors have spread of the defeat of Omega Supreme and Autobot leader Zeta Prime. The Autobots have any hope to band together and repel the enemy. A new hero must emerge. In an effort to save Zeta Prime, Optimus enacts a bold plan to allow himself and a few others to be captured by the Decepticons. Works all too well, and soon the Autobots find themselves en route to Kaon, the capital city of the Decepticons. Having embraced his destiny as leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime leads a small band of Autobots to save the core of Cybertron itself from the clutches of Megatron. To do so, they must first rescue the mightiest Autobot Guardian ever created, Omega Supreme. The core is too damaged by Dark Energon to sustain life on Cybertron. In order to repair itself, the core must shut down for millions of years. Carrying the power of the matrix of leadership inside him, Optimus Prime must sadly order the evacuation of the entire planet if the race of Transformers is to survive. The orbital cannon is offline, but has revealed its true form to be none other than a savage monster named Decepticon. Races to the planet's surface like a meteor, hungry to enact revenge on the Autobots. Decepticon is defeated, but the victory is bittersweet. Optimus and the others watch as their brothers evacuate the planet in the galactic transports. Predictably, you do not understand the true value of this tower. It is key to unlocking a bridge across space and time itself. Fools, you've ruptured the fuel lines. I must repair it. Insecticons, deal with the Autobots. All hail Megatron. I've built a replica of the tower I found in the Sea of Rust. The ancients used it to unlock space portals in high orbit over Cybertron. Affirmative. The world is primitive, but rich with raw energy. All that we require now is a space transport with a strong enough power core to fly us there. Shockwave's log. Now that the Nemesis is ready for launch, Megatron can proceed with his exploration of the target planet. The subject continues to resist every test. I suspect they were administered incorrectly. We shall see, Sharpshot. Shockwave's log 77839. The subject's core functions are operating within tolerable levels, despite complications encountered during microsurgery. Subjects' power readings have increased tenfold thanks to my rerouting energon feeds from all but the most basic of cerebrocircuitry. Hardshell, administer stress test 87B. In due time, Sharpshot. Insecticons, follow me. Welcome, Grimlock. Your attempt to rescue your friend was easily predicted. I've siphoned your cerebral circuitry to push additional power to combat-related functions. Frankly, I'm amazed you can even talk. 98.7% of your redesign is dedicated to the total destruction of your enemy. I expected better. I will continue to monitor your progress with great interest. As Cybertron's core continues to shut down, more and more subterranean life forms have surfaced looking for energon. These Insecticons come in many variations. This one is but a simple drone. My research has revealed Insecticons have the capacity to ingest 95% of known matter and reshape it to a crude form of their choosing. Though they cannot sustain themselves through this process, it allows them to build structures of massive proportions. Insecticons communicate on a specific ultrasonic frequency. I have found I can manipulate 85.7% of their species through this method, the exceptions being Hardshell, Sharpshot, and Kickback. Those anomalies appear to be more evolved and require more finesse in their manipulation. Remarkably, Insecticons are able to clone themselves, though each generation removed from the original proves to be progressively inferior. Looking to improve upon their simple design, I've augmented the strength of select Insecticon swarmers. I call this new breed Bruisers. Hardshell prefers advanced combat strategy and weaponry as opposed to relying on his natural instinct. He is a most dangerous adversary. My research indicates Kickback may be another one of the original Insecticons. His mind and thought processes have proven psychotic and unpredictable. By far the most dangerous Insecticon, Sharpshot enjoys torturing his prey with electricity. Allow me to introduce Hardshell. He should prove a most formidable opponent with which to test you. Grimlock, I see you've made your way to the lower depths of my tower. But your combat efficiency has only marginally improved. Your failure to change forms hinders your progress. The Insecticon Kickback has volunteered to assist you in unlocking your full potential. This primitive world is quite volatile. Its surface teems with volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Shockwave's log 7723A. The target planet is rich with raw energy, but also infested with primitive carbon-based life forms. Oddly, the target world's surface is not composed of metal. Most of its ore lies closer to its hot magma core. Our target world displays early forms of carbon-based life, both botanical and reptilian. The space bridge portal will save valuable energon resources by warping the essence of space itself to bring the planet within reach. I have examined the DNA of the target world's most ferocious creatures and used it for inspiration in my latest experiments. Though physically powerful, this form lacks any intelligence to pose a threat to Decepticons. However, it has also proven to be among the most vicious of those that I've researched. My aim is to merge its design with one of my Autobot test subjects. This particular carbon design is very different from the others. Its wingspan grants it impressive flight capability, not unlike some designs I've seen in ancient Cybertronian archives. Early diagnostics show this carbon design would make an acceptable ramming device. The 3 horns atop the head would also allow the creature to skewer its opponents with relative ease. My tests have shown this carbon design has proven to be remarkably resilient to blunt trauma. It withstood testing for better than 700,000 megacycles before expiring. Shockwave's log. This design was potentially powerful. Unfortunately, the test subject never survived the initial Insecticon attack. You didn't think I'd build something so powerful such as you, and not have a way to control it. Now, sit there like a good pet while I finish my work. Megatron, I have successfully opened a bridge to the target world. The portal is stable and ready for you. As you wish, Megatron. Shockwave out. Impossible. I am annoyed by the perceived value of this inconsequential energon lake. It is but a minuscule puddle compared to what the tower next to it can truly give us. Inferior minds like Starscream's have misjudged this structure as a simple energon refinery. However, my research has revealed it to be so much more. The ancients built it to tear the fabric of space and time itself, and open gateways to distant galaxies high in the orbit of Cybertron. I look forward to exploring this technology. Perhaps we can find another world with resources and energy we could use to reboot Cybertron's core. Give a Decepticon a piece of energon, and he will function well for one cycle. Give a Decepticon access to a space bridge, and he will thrive for a lifetime. Starscream needs to stop staring at the lake and lift his gaze to the heavens. For amongst the stars lie oceans of untapped energon. What an unexpected surprise. A small team of Autobots have been captured by my Insecticons. Their leader, Grimlock, is an impressive specimen indeed. I will enjoy breaking them all. Advisory to all Decepticons within range of this transmission. Space bridge testing set to commence in 20 microcycles. Significant turbulence should be expected. Those with fragile fuses may wish to connect with an auxiliary ground wire to the nearest metal structure. Lab Report Log 11108. Shockwave reporting the discovery of a green-blue planet some million light cycles away. Initial spectrographic reports confirm extraordinary levels of energon, high enough to support Cybertronian life on its surface. Lab Report 1154. Target planet observation continuing. Fascinating life forms discovered. Seldom have I seen a being so elegantly brutal as this three-horned, armor-plated quadrupod. Exact dimensions and scale noted for future possible drone or even Decepticon redesign. Lab Report 1161. Experimentation continues. Effectively meshed Autobot source code with most ferocious of creatures detected on target planet. 2 powerful hind legs, a heavy tail to act as a counterbalance to the longest and heaviest jaw I have seen. Splice made with Autobot soldier Grimlock. Further strength harvested by rerouting power from Central Intelligence Processing System to legs, jaws, and arms. Lab Report 1162. Source code of Autobot Bruiser combined with a large shell-backed creature with 6 spiny legs. The natural curves of the creature's exoskeleton are stunning in their elegance. Together with a seemingly innate attack instinct, this hybrid species should prove formidable indeed. Lab Report 1163. Spitter. The name says it all. The most direct and simple combination of this series of experiments. After discovering a flying, lightweight Insecticon-like creature in the wilds of the target planet, only slight source code modifications were necessary to optimize new species for combat and reconnaissance. Lab Report 1164. With thin membranes stretched from its frail arms to its narrow torso, together with its razor-sharp jaws, the naturally occurring creature seems almost perfectly designed to bring death from above. Almost. With only minor modifications to the Autobot's swoop source code, true perfection appears attained. Lab Report 1165. Its front protected by a triple spiked shield, and from the rear by a spiked whip-like tail, make for an excellent defensive design worthy of serious consideration. Steps have been taken to alter the source code of the subject, Slug, to approximate the naturally occurring species. Lab Report 1166. A second, heavily armored defense weapon might be inspired by this strangely armor-spined creature. Attempts are underway at present to fashion a true beast of burden through extensive manipulation of the Autobot Snarl's source code. Shockwave's log. Inspired by my enhancements on the Autobots, I have decided to create a few upgrades for my personal arsenal. When finished, this gun could generate power to rival even Megatron's. The Decepticon tyrant Megatron has claimed responsibility for the destruction the Autobots have so recently endured. Now, the Autobots have no choice but to fall back and regroup, awaiting orders from Optimus. The Autobots must learn more about the mysterious Tripticon weapon. Two of their bravest warriors volunteer to infiltrate a Decepticon data core and retrieve the information they need. Captured by Megatron, Ironhide sits in his cell, knowing only that he must rescue his friend Bumblebee before the Decepticons use the neural scanners on him. With Trypticon above and Dark Energon spreading below, Optimus is forced to make a decision. They must strike now, disabling Trypticon's power supply, before they are left with no sanctuary at all. As Dark Energon spreads throughout Cybertron, the Autobots face the grim reality of abandoning their home. With Trypticon's power now offline, the Autobots mobilize, protecting the supply convoys on the way to the evacuation site. Now the time has come for the Autobots to say their last farewells to Cybertron, carrying with them the hope that they might one day return. They begin final preparations for launch. Having defended their evacuating ships against the Decepticons, the Autobots streak skyward to find a new home and new hope amongst the stars. Staring down the moment of their fate, the Autobots rally behind their leader, Optimus. The time has come to end the Decepticons' tyranny, once and for all. Megatron watches eagerly as his hated enemies, the Autobots, crumble before the might of Trypticon, the ultimate Decepticon weapon. He knows the Autobot leader, Optimus, shall soon bow before him. Insulted that Megatron shows such disdain for his prowess as a warrior, Starscream bides his time, waiting to claim his rightful place as leader of the Decepticons. Distracted by the fallout from Trypticon's powerful blast, Megatron has turned his eye away from Kaon, the Decepticon home territory. Using data extracted from the Autobot prisoner, Megatron sets into motion his plan to extinguish the last hope of the Autobots. Learning of the Autobots' sabotage of the Energon Bridge, Megatron sends Starscream deep into the core of Cybertron and out of his way. Cornered by the spread of Dark Energon, the Autobots have retreated to Iacon, their last sanctuary. Megatron eagerly pushes ahead toward the final assault. Enraged that the Autobots have escaped his grasp again, Megatron takes even greater pleasure in unveiling the surprise he has in store for them. Megatron knows the Autobots will never surrender now, and sets in motion a plan to stop them from ever gaining the upper hand.
A wise decision. Logic is my master. I will deliver optimal results. Rational thought is the key to victory. I was the logical choice. Win this war through superior logic. Odds are in my favor. Tell me a Decepticon victory is certain. Says the Autobots don't stand a chance. Autobot defeat is the only logical outcome.
So, continue the search. I will rejoin you after resolving our infestation problem. Fascinating. The sentient ones share CNA with the feral insectoid protoforms. There is another alternative. Hold your fire, Starscream! That is no way to welcome our new recruits. Very good. Insecticons, leave us onward into the vault. You can be quite short-sighted, Starscream. You see peril where I see proof. The Dark Spark is here. Spread out and find the other 3 access terminals, then await my signal. I shall secure the 4th. Here we are. The vault is open. They have the Dark Spark. Quickly, stop them. Not for long. Your incompetence never ceases to amaze me, Starscream. Then Optimus does not have it. Excellent. Take me to it. Excuse me. Lord Megatron, we have it. I propose a tertiary alternative. Unknown, but resistance seems unlikely. Plug in that fuse so we can get inside. Ah, Vortex. He has his uses.
Are you implying that you two were not forming a long and lasting bond of friendship? Coward. Fitting for an Autobot. Correct. Let us not waste any more time with these petty annoyances. Gates of Chaos. At last. Airborne delivery is ill-advised. If the Darkspark were dropped from height, it would cause significant damage to Kaon. Stand down now, or else. I am monitoring all outputs, Lord Megatron. Proceed at your leisure. Lord Megatron! The gates of Crystal City lay beyond this chasm. I do not believe Starscream. I hypothesize. My conclusion is not yet formed, but all data leads us here. As you once were. Lord Megatron, we have gained access to the facility. Actually, most intriguing on the contrary. I find it rather fascinating. Onward into the vault. Fascinating creatures. It is pure conjecture, but not entirely. Those three influence the swarm, but as is the case with such primitive societies, they do so only through asserting dominance. When they are present, the others defer to them. But when they are absent, cease your whining, Starscream. Now let me focus on opening this door. What is it now? Soundwave? Satisfied, Starscream. Or perhaps the Insecticons have unnerved you. It appears as if someone was here before us, eons ago, based on a very preliminary assessment. Yes, quite. As Soundwave suggested, precaution is warranted. There. Turrets deactivated. They should no longer be a hindrance. A significant amount of firepower. We are getting close. Not yet, Lord Megatron. We encountered unexpected resistance in the form of... Yes, I see it too this time. How curious. These must be Crystal Guardians. Remnants of Cybertron's golden era. Steel yourself, Starscream. Clarity of thought before rashness of action. Let's get this over with. Excellent. Lord Megatron will be most pleased. You are not the only one encountering difficulties, Starscream. Can't be right. Recalibrate your systems. Let me know when you arrive, Soundwave. I am nearly at the upload point. Starscream, are you? Then resistance will be heavy. Sharpshot, wipe out the Autobots. I will make all possible haste, Lord Megatron. Sharpshot, we move to Kaon to deliver the Darkspark. Move quickly before the Autobots regroup. Sharpshot, cover me. Barriers are blocking my progress. Destroy the power sources. Blocked again. Clear the path while I defend the Darkspark. Deal with them. I won't risk losing the Darkspark. This structure is fascinating. Sharpshot, find a way to turn on the power so that we may proceed. This architecture must predate. No, not yet. That just opened this door. There must be another power conduit to bring more systems online. Quiet. Look, clearly this place holds records concerning the Darkspark. Go find a way to restore more power to the system. That's it. I've gained system access, but the door leading out is offline. There is a terminal that controls it. Take care of it. What's this? Fascinating. They must have used this place to house the Darkspark while they were creating the vault. Ah, another log. There. Now I can access the door controls and more of the data. So much information here. If only I had more time to sort it all. Finally, Sharpshot's dawdling has some benefit. There's one more record here, heavily encrypted, but not enough. There you are. You certainly took your time. Well, no matter now. Let's go. A det pack should remove this debris nicely. Stay alert. We are still far enough from Kaon that resistance is probable. There are 3 more beacons to bring online. Take care of it, Swindle. Nesting in an ancient subterranean vault filled with battery acid. Firstly, I find that I quite admire Sharpshot's enthusiasm. Return and show me the way. Sharpshot, take position up there and cover us. Sharpshot, move forward and take up firing positions. I did not recruit him for his etiquette and sociability. Enough bickering. There are surely plenty of Autobots to vent your frustrations upon. This is almost certainly an ambush. That was no doubt only a portion of their forces. I anticipate much heavier resistance. I doubt we have seen the last of it. Agreed. I begin to suspect that they are focusing their efforts elsewhere, perhaps. It's more likely that we have yet to glean the Autobots' true strategy. Do not allow them to reach the Darkspark. This fox. Swindle, destroy Cliffjumper. Swindle, find us a way through. Swindle, Autobots are closing in on my position. I need support. Blast off. Air support, now. The Autobots are between us and the gates. Swindle, you know what to do. You Combaticons do like to gripe incessantly. Give me a moment's silence. And get rid of them while I bring down the barrier. Show no mercy, Bruticus. Bring down the bridges. Shockwave, you're in charge now.
Excellent.
Again?
Soundwave, transfer.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Why this song?
When your hit percentage exceeds mine, you may choose the soundtrack.
Unlock the Decepticon second in command, Shockwave, only when you pre-order Transformers War for Cybertron at GameStop. Power to the players.